the Administration Special Assistant, Mr. John Paul Regis, the appointee, Mr. James Ushio M. Mendola Jr., elected officials, dignitaries, and members of the general public. Before we proceed forward with this public hearing, let me first introduce the members of this standing committee. To my immediate left is the floor leader of the Senate, Senator Manglonia from the 1st Senatorial District. And to my immediate right is the Vice Chairman of this committee, Senator Jude Snyder from the 2nd Senatorial District. And I'm the Chairman of this standing committee, Senator Francisco Q. Cruz from the 2nd Senatorial District. I would also like to announce a couple of things in the interest of informational purposes regarding code of conduct during this public hearing. Today, this standing committee is conducting a public hearing on the appointment of Mr. James Ushio. I don't know if I pronounce it right, but James M. Mendola Jr. to serve as a member of the Commonwealth Utility Commission to represent the 2nd Senatorial District. The public will be invited to make comments as to whether you support or oppose the appointee before us this afternoon. We value your input. However, any comments beyond the facts of the appointee or comments that are not directly related with this public hearing will not be entertained, and such comment will be removed from the record. At the same time, please observe minimum noises in disrupting this hearing process, and please turn your electronic to a silent mode. Thank you. Let us now begin this public hearing. It is now in session. Today is December 18 at approximately 1:31 in the afternoon here at the Tinian Public Library. This is a public hearing regarding the appointment of Mr. James U. M. Mendola Jr. by Governor David M. Apatang and Lieutenant Governor Dennis C. Mendola to serve as a member of the Commonwealth Public Utilities Commission to represent the 2nd Senatorial District. For the record, our LB staff that will be assisting this public hearing will be Devon Macoronas. Our Sergeant at Arms will be Ben Terlai. Our IT will be Mr. Kamatsu. And our legal counsel for this hearing is Mr. Joe Bermudez, and they will all serve accordingly. At this time, may I ask Mr. Macoronas to please call the roll.
Senator Ronnie M. Calvo.
Present.
Senator Manny T. Castro. Senator Francisco Q. Cruz.
Here.
Senator Jude U. Hofschneider. Senator Karina L. Magofnia. Senator Donald M. Manglonia.
Present.
Mr. Chairman, 4 members are present and 2 members are absent.
With 4 members present, we have the necessary number to proceed with this public hearing. However, the Vice President of the Senate, Ms. Karina Magofnia, and Mr. Manny Castro are excused for this hearing. At this time, as the member, do I hear a motion for adjournment? I'm sorry, I motion to adopt our agenda.
So moved.
There's a motion for the adoption of our agenda and was seconded. All in favor of that motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion carries. At this time, I would like to recognize the governor's rep to introduce the committee, and I ask also the appointed to come forward. And sir, before you do your presentation or your testimony in regards to the governor's appointment, I ask that you state your name for the record. Thank you.
Buenas Hofdays and good afternoon, Honorable Chairman Francisco Q. Cruz and Honorable Senate members of the Executive Appointments and Government Investigations Committee. For the record, my name is Jean Paul B. Regis, Special Assistant for the Administration under the Office of the Governor. On behalf of the Honorable Governor David M. Apateng and the Honorable Lieutenant Governor Dennis James C. Mendiola, I thank you for conducting this public hearing and the opportunity to appear before you today. I am pleased to introduce Mr. James Ushio Miyahara Mendiola Jr., who has been nominated by the Governor and Lieutenant Governor to serve on the Commonwealth Public Utilities Commission representing the 2nd Senatorial District. I am hopeful that all required documents have been submitted, including Mr. Mendiola's resume, which details his professional experience and educational background. Mr. Mendiola has an impressive background on financial and economic analyst with over a decade of professional experience as a senior manager at KPMG that provides services in the U.S. and Europe, providing consultations on economic modeling, financial analysis, and evaluation across multinational industries, including technology, energy, financial services, and manufacturing. He successfully led a multi-million-dollar global documentation projects and developed financial models supporting international compliance, planning, and economic strategy. Crucially, his global financial expertise is grounded with strong record of public service and deep roots within the CNMI. Mr. Mendiola previously served as Chief of Staff for the Tinian Legislative Delegation and as an Executive Director for the 10th Tinian Municipal Council, giving him first-hand experience overseeing municipal budgets, coordinating legislative initiatives, and ensuring effective delivery of government services. His unique blend of high-level analytical skills, proven leadership, and commitment to the community makes him an ideal candidate to safeguard and advance the interests of the residents and support the long-term economic growth of our great Commonwealth. The nominee, whose background perfectly aligns with the complexities and demands of the Commonwealth Public Utilities Commission, signifies considerable improvements ahead of us. For these reasons, Mr. Chairman and Honorable Senate members, Governor Apateng and Lieutenant Governor Mendiola place their complete trust and confidence in Mr. Mendiola to serve as a member of the Commonwealth Public Utilities Commission. I know he stands ready to answer your questions and share his preliminary vision for the future. Thank you, si Zeus Mosi, and Merry Christmas for the opportunity to introduce him to this august body, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Regis. And before I recognize the appointed to deliver any testimony, first I would like to ask you, Mr. Mendiola, to please rise and raise your right hand so our staff can administer the oath. Thank you.
James Ushio M. Mendiola Jr., you do solemnly swear under the penalty of perjury that the testimony you shall give in the matter at hand shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Macaranas. Mr. Mendiola, I know that you have submitted all required documents by this body, but if you have anything else that you wish to share this afternoon with the Standing Committee, you have the floor. But before you proceed, please state your name for the record. Thank you.
Yes, my name is James Ushio Miyahara Mendiola Jr. And if given the opportunity, I would like to take this opportunity, obviously, to make my statement. And since my memory is not as good as it used to be, I'm just going to have to read from my notes here. Good afternoon, Alpha Day and T-Row. First and foremost, I would like to thank the members of this esteemed body for this public hearing and opportunity to discuss my qualifications and skills. Also, I would like to thank the Honorable Governor and Lieutenant Governor for the nomination to the CPUC Board, and my sincere gratitude to the Mayor of Tinian and the Legislative Delegation for its steadfast support. My name is James Ushio Miyahara Mendiola Jr., and I am a wayward soul coming back to Tinian after 16 years. It is a great honor to be nominated and to be under consideration for the CPUC Board. I understand the weight and importance of the CPUC Board, given the challenges that the Commonwealth faces in terms of its power and utilities, and the difficult context of this situation against the backdrop of the current economic issues that are facing the island. If given the opportunity To serve the CPUC board, I promise to bring the full weight of my experience and skills to my duties as a board member and to uphold the mandates set by our laws and regulations. I understand the gravity of any actions that are taken by the CPUC in matters of rates and fees. I understand that these rates, while numbers on papers and Excel sheets, have dramatic and direct impact on the daily lives of our people. You know, I cut my teeth working for the CNMI government from 2002 to 2009. During that time, I worked with elected officials and community stakeholders in a number of government projects and initiatives. Those years have given me direct insight into the important role government plays in the community and the deep and lasting effects of government actions on our island and its stakeholders. After leaving the CNMI, I obtained my MBA at Texas A&M University, Gigamags, as a Aggie. I am required to say that every time I say Texas A&M University. After graduating, I started my career at PricewaterhouseCoopers in Houston, working in a field of corporate tax economics called transfer pricing. I later moved to KPMG in the same field under the Economics and Valuation Services Group from 2015 to 2024, serving as a senior manager my last years at the firm. I left the consulting and public accounting world in December of 2024 to move back to my island of Tinian. During my time working within corporate tax consulting as an economic analyst, I had the opportunity to travel the globe, working with large and mid-cap multinational companies, helping them navigate complex global transfer pricing regulations and the many issues and challenges they faced. I have experience with financial modeling, intellectual property valuation, loan and credit rating modeling, interest rate benchmarking, and complex cost allocation models, along with a myriad of experiences across industries in research and data analysis. I was lucky enough to work with many great minds and amazing leaders, far smarter and more talented than myself. I cherish the complex problems that we faced and a great deal of learning along the way, and I feel my years as an economic tax analyst forged a great deal of the person sitting in front of you today. I don't bring too much in terms of specific experience with the utilities, telecommunications, and cable television in the CNMI, but I am a competent student, anchored by a work ethic forged in the fires of Big Four consulting. I look forward to learning from my colleagues and the experts in the room, and hoping where I can, doing my part to help move the CNMI forward towards a better future. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Mendiola. And before I open the floor for public comment, first I would like to recognize those that are invited to participate in this public hearing. First on the list, the Honorable Mayor Edwin P. Odon of the Municipality of Tinian and Agiguan. Is anyone from the Mayor's office? Okay, the acting Mayor. So you recognize to come forward, and before you proceed, please state your name for the record. Thank you.
Good day and good afternoon, Honorable Senator Francisco Cruz, Chairman of the EAGI Committee, and then members of the committee. For the record, my name is Joseph E. Santos, and I'm sitting in behalf of Mayor Adon. On behalf of Mayor Adon, is in full support of Mr. James Usho Miyahara Mendiola Jr. for the appointment to the Commonwealth Public Utilities Commission, representing the 2nd Senatorial District. Mr. Mendiola is no stranger to the people of Tinian. He has a long history of public service to our island, beginning in the early 2000s when he served as Executive Director for the 10th Tinian Municipal Council. In this role, he helped advance community, cultural, and economic development projects and supported the planning and management of municipal budgets and services. He later served as Chief of Staff to the CNMI Legislature, where he supervised the Tinian Delegation Office, coordinated legislative priorities, and supported key initiatives for our islands. Alongside his public service, Mr. Mendiola has built a distinguished professional career in the private sector. He has worked for more than a decade with global consulting firms KPMG, and PricewaterhouseCoopers, specializing in economic and financial analysis, transfer pricing, valuation services, and regulatory documentation for multinational clients across the United States, Europe, and Asia. He has led large multi-year projects, managed diverse teams, and worked directly with complex financial and regulatory systems. This unique combination of international financial expertise and local government experience makes Mr. Mendiola well prepared to serve on the CPUC. The Commission requires members with the ability to understand both the technical and practical realities of utility regulation, including cost structures, long-term planning, system reliability, and rate impacts. Mr. Mendiola's background equips him to review proposals thoughtfully, ask the right questions, and advocate for safe, reliable, and fair utility service for Tinian. To those who know Mr. Mendiola, can also speak to his steady character. He is thoughtful, analytical, and grounded. He listens, evaluates all sides, and approaches decision-making with respect and integrity. Most importantly, he carries a sincere commitment to the people of Tinian and the Commonwealth. Utilities touch every part of our daily lives: power, water, wastewater, and infrastructure that keeps our communities functioning. Tinian needs a representative who understands these issues and can bring a balanced and informed perspective to the CPUC. I am confident that Mr. Mendiola will serve with professionalism, diligence, and heart. For these reasons, I respectfully ask for your favorable consideration and confirmation of Mr. James Mendiola Jr. to the Commonwealth Public Utilities Commission. Jesus Masi Tiro, and thank you for the opportunity to speak this afternoon.
Thank you, Acting Mayor. Since you're a member of the council, I believe I've just do you have
Yes.
any comment from the council side?
Yes.
Thank you. Can you state your name for the record, sir?
Offer the Tiro again, Chairman Cruz, members of the EAGI committee. For the record, my name is Joseph E. Santos, Chairman for the Tinian Municipal Council. On behalf of the members, we are writing to express our full support for the appointment of Mr. James Ushio M. Mendiola Jr. to serve as a member of the Commonwealth Public Utilities Commission. His professional experience, leadership record, and an academic background make him well suited for this important role. Mr. Mendiola's extensive work history reflects a deep understanding of economics, valuation, and organizational management. He has held multiple leadership positions at KPMG LLP, including senior manager, and tax manager within the firm's tax, economics, and valuation services, transfer pricing. In these roles, he successfully led and managed 6- and 7-figure multi-year projects, demonstrating sound judgment, strong analytical skills, and the ability to guide teams through demanding regulatory and financial challenges, among other things. This experience will be a valuable asset to the CPUC as it reviews and regulates utility rates, navigates compliance matters, and assesses long-term infrastructure needs. Mr. Mendiola also brings valuable public service experience. As the Chief of Staff for the Office of former Representative Edwin Adon in the 15th Sinamay Legislature, he oversaw administrative staff, coordinated tasks, and special projects, and managed office budgeting and expenditures under both the Sinamay budget and municipal funds. Mr. Mendiola also served as the Executive Director for the 9th and 10th Municipal Council, where he oversaw legislative and administrative staff, implemented community and economic development projects, and assisted in preparing and managing annual budgets for the Commonwealth and municipal funds. His work in these roles reflect a strong commitment to public service and a thorough understanding of how government policies affect the day-to-day lives of our residents. Moreover, Mr. Mendiola's academic background further strengthens his professional experience. He holds an MBA in Business Administration and Management, as well as a BA with a double major in Economics and Japanese. This blend of advanced training and practical experience gives him both the technical expertise and a broader perspective needed